In the peaceful countryside of Italy, where faith, hard work, and family shaped everyday life, a young boy was quietly preparing for a mission that would one day demand everything from him. His name was Giuseppe Beotti. He did not become a hero through fame or power, but through a love for God so deep that, when the moment came, he willingly gave his life rather than abandon the people entrusted to his care. Blessed Giuseppe Beotti was born on August 26, 1912, into a humble farming family in Italy. Soon after his birth, the First World War changed his family's life forever. His father, Emilio, was called away to serve the army, leaving Giuseppe's mother to care for their growing family alone. Tragedy struck again between 1916 and 1919, when 3 of Giuseppe's younger brothers died from diphtheria and the Spanish flu. Only Giuseppe and his 2 sisters, Maria and Savina, survived. These early years of sorrow helped shape a compassionate heart that would always be drawn to those who suffered. From the time he was a child, Giuseppe dreamt of becoming a priest. He believed that the greatest purpose in his life was to bring people closer to God. That dream became reality in 1938 when, at the age of 26, he was ordained a diocesan priest. From the very beginning of his ministry, Father Giuseppe became known for his love of young people, his generous charity, and his special care for the poor. Witnesses remembered how he often sent altar boys to deliver money to struggling families, asking them to never reveal who had provided the gift. He wanted only God to receive the glory for every act of kindness. In 1940, Father Giuseppe was appointed parish priest of Sidolo, a small village in northern Italy. It seemed like a quiet place, but the Second World War soon turned the region into one of fear and violence under German occupation. As the suffering around him increased, Father Giuseppe chose not to think of his own safety. Instead, he joined the resistance and used every opportunity to save lives. He sheltered soldiers, prisoners of war, and those who were being hunted, including around 100 Jewish men, women, and children, hiding them with the brave help of his parishioners. Every life was so precious to him because every person was a child of God. As the war grew more dangerous, Father Giuseppe knew that remaining with his people might cost him everything, yet his trust in God never wavered. On Sunday, July 16, 1944, with German troops already entering the area, he celebrated Holy Mass and prayed these unforgettable words: "If one more sacrifice is needed to end this war, Lord, take me." His parishioners pleaded with him to escape and hide in shelters dug into the nearby forest, but he gently refused. He chose to remain beside those who were frightened, hungry, and in desperate need of a shepherd. His sister Savina begged him to flee or at least find a safe hiding place, but Father Giuseppe answered with complete honesty and courage. "It would be wonderful if I ran away now, precisely in the moment of danger. I would feel remorse if I did so. Then where would my courage be? This is the time to prove with deeds what I promised with words." Those were not empty words. They were the promise of a priest ready to lay down his life for his flock, just as Christ had done. After 70 German soldiers were killed during the fighting near Pelosa di Bedonia, the occupying forces carried out brutal acts of revenge. Villages were burned, homes were searched, and innocent people were hunted down. Between July 19th and 20th, 1944, the soldiers reached Sidolo. Many villagers fled in fear, but Father Giuseppe remained. Instead of seeking safety, he spent the night inside his church, praying before God and placing his people into his loving hands. At 4:15 that afternoon, Father Giuseppe and 2 others were led to their execution. In his final moments, he held his breviary in his left hand and with his right hand made the sign of the cross toward the very men who were about to kill him. Even in the face of death, he answered hatred with forgiveness and violence with the love of Christ. Throughout his priesthood, he had lived by these simple but powerful words: "As long as there is a soul to heal, I am where I belong. Blessed Giuseppe Beotti's fearless love, unwavering faith, and willingness to sacrifice everything to protect innocent lives continue to shine as a powerful witness to the gospel. May his example inspire us to stand firm in faith, to defend those in need, and to trust Christ with our lives until the very end. Blessed Giuseppe Beotti, prega per noi.